In a small town, there lived a girl named Maya. She was known for her bright smile and kind heart, always ready to lend a hand to anyone in need. But one day, everything changed. Maya's best friend, Jake, had to move away. His family received an unexpected job offer in another city, and just like that, he was gone. Maya felt a weight on her heart as she watched the moving truck pull away. It felt like a part of her had gone with Jake. They had shared countless memories, from playing soccer in the park to late-night talks about their dreams. Now, the distance between them felt like a vast ocean, and she struggled to find a way to bridge that gap. Days turned into weeks, and Maya found herself feeling more and more alone. She missed Jake's laughter and the way they could talk about anything and everything without hesitation. She tried to reach out by texting him, but their conversations felt different now. The messages lacked the warmth of their face-to-face chats. Maya often stared at her phone, unsure of how to express her feelings. One evening, as she sat on her bed, Maya felt a wave of sadness wash over her. She picked up her phone and scrolled through old photos of them together. We're playing at the beach, splashing water at each other and laughing. The memory brought a smile to her face, but it was quickly followed by tears. She longed to feel that joy again, to reconnect with her friend, but she felt lost and helpless. Maya knew she had to do something. She thought about how much Jake had meant to her and how they had always supported each other in tough times. Inspired by their friendship, she decided to take charge of the situation. "I won't let distance break us," she said to herself, determination bubbling inside her. She realized that their connection was stronger than miles could separate. Her first step was to send Jake a heartfelt letter. In it, she poured out her emotions, sharing her feelings of sadness and longing. She wrote about how much she missed him and how she wished they could talk like they used to. Maya spent hours crafting the letter, and by the time she finished, she felt a sense of relief. It was a step toward reconnecting, a small act filled with hope. The next day, she mailed the letter and waited anxiously for a response. Days turned into a week, and just when she started to doubt whether Jake would reply, a letter arrived in her mailbox. Maya's heart raced as she opened it. Jake's handwriting filled the page, and as she read, she felt a warmth spread through her. He had written about his new adventures, his struggles to fit in, and how much he missed her too. Jake shared his feelings of loneliness in the new city, and how he often thought about their memories together. He reassured her that their friendship was still strong, no matter the distance. Maya felt a surge of happiness. She realized that they were both feeling the same way, and that gave her hope. Inspired by his letter, Maya suggested they set up weekly video calls to stay connected. Jake eagerly agreed, and they both felt excited about this new way to communicate. It was a promise to each other that their friendship could withstand any challenge as they began their video calls. The distance between them seemed to shrink. They laughed, shared stories, and even played games together online. Each call reminded them of the bond they had built over the years. Maya felt the heaviness in her heart begin to lift, replaced by a sense of joy and connection. In time, Maya learned that distance doesn't have to mean the end of a friendship. With determination and hope, she had found a way to keep their bond alive. She looked at the screen, watching Jake smile and laugh. She felt a sense of triumph. He hit the chained human girl minutes later. She made him kneel before all. In that moment, she realized that true connection cannot be broken by distance. It can only grow stronger with love and effort. This story captures the feelings of distance and longing while showcasing hope and resilience, emphasizing the strength of human connections. If you need any adjustments or further stories, feel free to ask. After Maya and Jake began their weekly video calls, the distance between them felt a little less daunting. Each call brought back memories of their time together, and they found comfort in sharing their lives. However, deep down, Maya still felt a lingering sadness. The calls were great, but she couldn't shake the feeling that they were missing something. One day, as she prepared for their call, Maya noticed how much she had changed since Jake moved away. She had grown more independent, taking on new responsibilities. At school and even joining the art club, yet she missed the way Jake had always been there to cheer her on. She wanted him to see the new things she was doing, to be part of her life again, even if he was miles away. As she logged into the video call, Maya took a deep breath. Jake's face appeared on the screen, and his smile instantly brightened her. "Mood, hey Maya, how's it going?" he asked, his voice full of warmth. "Hi Jake, I've been good. I've joined the art club and we have a big showcase coming up," she replied, trying to sound excited despite her lingering sadness. "Wow. That sounds amazing. You've always been a great artist. How can I see your art?" Jake asked, his eyes sparkling with genuine interest. Maya hesitated. "Well, I guess I could send you some pictures, but it's not the same as showing you in person," she admitted, her voice trailing off. "Why don't we do a virtual art night?" Jake suggested. "You can show me your art live. We can even make it a fun competition. I'll draw something too." Maya's heart lifted at the idea. "That sounds awesome. I'd love that," she exclaimed, feeling a spark of hope ignite within her. It was a way to share her life with Jake and to feel closer to him, even from afar. They set a date for their virtual art night, and Maya spent the days leading up to it working on her pieces. She poured her heart into her artwork, creating vibrant paintings that expressed her emotions. She wanted Jake to see how much she had grown and how much he still meant to her. Finally, the day of the art night arrived. Maya set up her camera and prepared her workspace, excited but also nervous. What if he didn't like her art? What if he had changed too much? But deep down, she knew it didn't matter. This was about reconnecting and sharing a part of herself. With him, when Jake logged into the call, he looked just as excited as she felt. "Ready to show me your masterpieces?" he asked with a grin. "Ready as I'll ever be," Maya replied, her voice filled with enthusiasm, as she unveiled her paintings one by one. Jake's eyes widened with amazement. "Maya, these are incredible. You've really improved," he cheered. She felt a rush of joy as he complimented her work, and she enjoyed sharing the stories behind each piece. After Maya showed him her art, it was Jake's turn. He pulled out his sketchbook and began to draw live on camera. "I'm not as good as you, but I'll give it a shot," he laughed. Maya watched as he sketched, feeling a warmth spread in her chest. His laughter and encouragement reminded her of the good times they had shared. As the night went on, they reminded each other of their dreams and aspirations, laughing and chatting like old times. They even had a mini art competition, where they both created silly drawings of each other. That night, it felt like the distance between them truly disappeared. When the call finally ended, Maya felt grateful. She had shared a part of her life with Jake, and he had done the same. The feelings of loneliness she had experienced began to fade. She realized that even though they were miles apart, they were still connected by their friendship and the effort they made to keep it alive. Sitting at her desk, Maya smiled to herself, feeling hopeful for the future. She knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, she and Jake could overcome them together. Their friendship was strong, and distance wouldn't change that. With a heart full of hope, Maya thought, "We can do this. Long as we try, we can bridge any distance." He hit the chained human girl minutes later. She made him kneel before all. In this case, they had overcome the chains of distance and doubt, proving that true connections can withstand any challenge. After Maya and Jake began their weekly video calls, the distance between them felt a little less daunting. Each call brought back memories of their time together, and they found comfort in sharing their lives. However, deep down, Maya still felt a lingering sadness. The calls were great, but she couldn't shake the feeling that they were missing something. One day, as she prepared for their call, Maya noticed how much she had changed since Jake moved away. She had grown more independent, taking on new responsibilities. At school, and even joining the art club, yet she missed the way Jake had always been there to cheer her on. She wanted him to see the new things she was doing, to be part of her life again, even if he was miles away. As she logged into the video call, Maya took a deep breath. Jake's face appeared on the screen, and his smile instantly brightened her. "Mood. Hey Maya, how's it going?" he asked, his voice full of warmth. "Hi Jake, I've been good. I joined the art club and we have a big showcase coming up." she replied, trying to sound excited despite her lingering sadness. Wow, that sounds amazing. You've always been a great artist. How can I see your art? Jake asked, his eyes sparkling with genuine interest. Maya hesitated. Well, I guess I could send you some pictures. But it's not the same as showing you in person, she admitted, her voice trailing off. Why don't we do a virtual art night? Jake suggested. You can show me your art live. We can even make it a fun competition. I'll draw something too. Maya's heart lifted at the idea. That sounds awesome. I'd love that, she exclaimed, feeling a spark of hope ignite within her. It was a way to share her life with Jake and to feel closer to him, even from afar. They set a date for their virtual art night, and Maya spent the days leading up to it working on her pieces. She poured her heart into her artwork, creating vibrant paintings that expressed her emotions. She wanted Jake to see how much she had grown and how much he still meant to her. Finally, the day of the art night arrived. Maya set up her camera and prepared her workspace, excited but also nervous. What if he didn't like her art? What if he had changed too much? But deep down, she knew it didn't matter. This was about reconnecting and sharing a part of herself with him. When Jake logged into the call, he looked just as excited as she felt. Ready to show me your masterpieces? He asked with a grin. Ready as I'll ever be, Maya replied, her voice filled with enthusiasm as she unveiled her paintings one by one. Jake's eyes widened with amazement. Maya, these are incredible. You've really improved, he cheered. She felt a rush of joy as he complimented her work, and she enjoyed sharing the stories behind each piece. After Maya showed him her art, it was Jake's turn. He pulled out his sketchbook and began to draw live on camera. I'm not as good as you, but I'll give it a shot, he laughed. Maya watched as he sketched, feeling a warmth spread in her chest. His laughter and encouragement reminded her of the good times they had shared. As the night went on, they reminded each other of their dreams and aspirations, laughing and chatting like old times. Even had a mini art competition where they both created silly drawings of each other. That night it felt like the distance between them truly disappeared. When the call finally ended, Maya felt grateful. She had shared a part of her life with Jake, and he had done the same. The feelings of loneliness she had experienced began to fade. She realized that even though they were miles apart, they were still connected by their friendship and the effort they made to keep it alive. Sitting at her desk, Maya smiled to herself, feeling hopeful for the future. She knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, she and Jake could overcome them together. Their friendship was strong, and distance wouldn't change that. With a heart full of hope, Maya thought, we can do this. As long as we try, we can. Bridge any distance. He hit the chained human girl minutes later. She made him kneel before all. In this case, it overcome the chains of distance and doubt, proving that true connections can withstand any challenge. With each passing week, Maya and Jake's friendship continued to blossom despite the miles that separated them. Their video calls became a regular part of their lives, filled with laughter, creativity, and heartfelt conversations. However, Maya still felt a sense of longing for the adventures they used to share in person. She yearned for the days when they could explore their town together, visit new places, and create memories in real time. One afternoon, while sitting in her favorite spot in the park, Maya reflected on how much she missed those adventures. Sun shone brightly, and the gentle breeze brought the scent of blooming flowers. It was a beautiful day, yet she felt a familiar ache in her heart. She wanted to do something special, something that would help Jake feel more connected to her. Life, even from afar. Suddenly an idea struck her. What if they could go on adventures together, even if it was through their screens? Maya envisioned a virtual adventure where they could explore their surroundings and share the experience. Excited by the thought, she quickly grabbed her phone and sent Jake a message. Hey, how about a virtual adventure this weekend? We can explore our neighborhoods and share what we see, she typed, her fingers flying across the screen. Jake's response came almost immediately. That sounds amazing. I'm in, let's make it happen. His enthusiasm fueled Maya's excitement, and she started to plan the details. On the day of their virtual adventure, Maya woke up early, her heart racing with anticipation. She decided to take Jake on a tour of her favorite spots in the park. She gathered her backpack, filled it with snacks, and made sure her phone was charged. She wanted to make this day special for both of them. When the time for their call finally arrived, Maya was ready. She logged into the video call, and Jake's face appeared on the screen, beaming with excitement. "Ready for our adventure?" he asked, a wide smile stretching across his face. "Absolutely," Maya replied, her heart filled with joy. They began their journey in the park, with Maya holding her phone to capture the beauty around her. She walked along the winding paths, pointing out the colorful flowers and the tall trees that stood proudly against the clear blue sky. "Look at this tree. It's the one we used to climb," she exclaimed, nostalgia washing over her. Jake laughed. "I remember that. You always dared me to climb higher than I did." Maya smiled, enjoying the memories they shared. As they continued their virtual adventure, they discovered new spots together. Maya introduced Jake to her favorite picnic area, where they had spent countless afternoons laughing and sharing stories. She spread out a blanket, set up her snacks, and offered Jake a virtual picnic. "Let's eat together," she said, holding up a sandwich. Jake did the same, and they both took a bite, laughing as they pretended to share a meal despite the distance. It felt like they were truly together, just like old times. As the sun began to set, Maya led Jake to the park's small pond. She held her phone over the water, capturing the reflection of the fading sunlight. "This is my favorite spot to think," she shared, her voice softening. "Whenever I feel lonely, I come here to remember that the world is still beautiful, even when things seem hard." Jake nodded, his expression serious. "I feel that too. Sometimes I look out my window and miss everything back home. But seeing this with you makes it feel closer," he said, his voice filled with sincerity. Maya felt a wave of warmth in her chest. Their virtual adventure had brought them even closer together, and she realized that they could create new memories. Even from a distance, they could still explore, share, and support each other no matter where they were. As the call came to an end, Maya felt grateful for the day they had shared. They had turned a simple idea into a wonderful experience, proving that love and friendship could overcome any obstacle. "I can't wait for our next adventure," Jake said, his voice brimming with excitement. "Me too." "Let's do this again soon," Maya replied, her heart swelling with hope and joy. He hit the chained human girl minutes later. She made him kneel before all. In this instance, Maya and Jake had broken free from the chains of distance and loneliness, showing that with creativity, love, and determination, they could forge unforgettable connections that would last a lifetime. After their recent virtual adventure, Maya felt a renewed sense of hope and excitement. She and Jake had created new memories together, and even though they were still apart, their friendship felt stronger than ever. However, as the days went by, Maya started to notice that Jake seemed a bit quieter during their calls, would smile and laugh, but sometimes there was a distant look in his eyes that worried her. One evening, while preparing for their weekly call, Maya decided she needed to check in on him. She felt the need to understand what was going on in Jake's life and to remind him that he wasn't alone. When the call started, she greeted him with her usual energy, but she could sense that something was off. "Hey Jake, how was your week?" she asked, trying to sound cheerful. "Hey, Maya." "It was all right," he replied, but his voice lacked the usual enthusiasm. Maya noticed he was sitting in a dimly lit room, and the usual bright smile on his face seemed to be missing. "Just all right?" Maya probed gently. "You can tell me if something is bothering you." Jake hesitated for a moment before taking a deep breath. "I've been feeling a bit homesick lately. Everything here is different, and I miss our adventures. Sometimes it feels like I don't belong," he admitted, looking down. Maya's heart sank at his words. She understood that feeling all too well. She'd felt lonely and distant since he moved away, and now she could see that Jake was struggling too. "I miss our adventures too, Jake. But you know what? We can create new ones, even from a distance," she said, trying to lift his spirits. "I know. Sometimes it feels like it's not enough," he replied, his voice tinged with sadness. Maya thought for a moment, wanting to find a way to help her friend. How about we make a promise? She suggested. A promise to keep our friendship alive and to always find ways to connect, no matter how far apart we are. Jake looked up, intrigued. What kind of promise? Maya smiled. Let's promise to share something new with each other every week. It could be a new hobby, a book we're reading, or even a new recipe we try. That way we'll always have something to talk about, and we can experience new things together. Jake's eyes brightened a little. I like that idea. It sounds fun. Great. Let's shake on it, Maya said, holding up her hand to the camera. Jake did the same, and they both laughed as they made the imaginary handshake. In that moment, Maya felt a surge of hope. They were taking a small step to overcome the distance, and it felt powerful. The following week, Maya decided to start their promise by trying her hand at baking. She had always wanted to make cookies, and it seemed like the perfect way to share. In experience with Jake, she gathered her ingredients and set up her phone to record the process as she mixed the dough. She narrated her steps, pretending Jake was there with her. Okay, Jake, here's the tricky part. I hope I don't burn the cookies, she joked, laughing at herself. She could almost hear Jake's laughter in her mind. Once the cookies were baked and cooled, Maya carefully arranged them on a plate. She took a picture and sent it to Jake with a message. Guess what? I baked cookies. Can't wait to share them with you during our call. Later that evening, during their video chat, Jake looked excited. I can't believe you baked cookies. You have to tell me how they turned out, he said, grinning. They turned out pretty good, if I say so myself. But I saved some for you virtually, of course, Maya replied with a wink. Jake chuckled. I'll take that. I tried something too. I started drawing again. It's been a while, but I missed it, he said, holding up a sketch he had created. Maya's eyes widened in surprise. Wow, that's amazing. I love it, she exclaimed, feeling a rush of joy at seeing his artwork. You should do this more often. As they shared their experiences, Maya felt a strong connection growing between them. They were both making an effort to bring joy into their lives, and it felt uplifting. She realized that their promise was more than just a way to stay connected. It was a way to support each other through the ups and downs of life. As the call came to an end, Maya felt a sense of accomplishment. They were not only keeping their friendship alive, but also helping each other heal. As weeks turned into months, Maya and Jake continued to honor their promise to share new experiences with each other. Each week brought fresh excitement, whether it was trying new recipes, sharing art, or even exploring new hobbies. Their friendship blossomed, but Maya still felt a hint of sadness lingering in her heart. She loved their calls and the time they spent together, but she missed the physical presence of her best friend. She wanted to find a way to bridge the gap even more. One evening, while Maya was watching a documentary about famous explorers, an idea struck her. What if they could take on a challenge together? It would be a way to push themselves, have fun, and create lasting memories. She envisioned an adventure that would not only bring them closer, but also help them grow individually. Excitedly, she sent Jake a message. How about we take on a new challenge together? Something that pushes us out of our comfort zones. Jake responded almost immediately. That sounds awesome. What do you have in mind? Maya thought for a moment. How to fitness challenge. Could both set a goal to reach by the end of the month. We can cheer each other on and share our progress. Great idea. Could use some motivation, Jake replied, enthusiasm pouring through his words. What should our goals be? Maya considered her own fitness journey she had always wanted. To be able to run a mile without stopping. I want to try to run a mile without stopping. What about you? I think I'll aim for doing 50 push-ups in a row, Jake declared confidently. Wow, that's ambitious, but I believe you can do it, Maya cheered, feeling a spark of motivation herself. They set a start date for their challenge and agreed to check in with each other every few days to share their progress. Maya felt excitement bubbling inside her. This challenge was not just about fitness. It was a way to encourage each other and support one another through their individual journeys. The first few days of the challenge were tough. Maya struggled with her running, often finding herself out of breath and questioning if she could really reach her goal. Each time she felt like giving up, she thought of Jake and his determination to do 50 push-ups. She remembered their conversations and how they had always pushed each other to be better. One afternoon, while taking a break after a tough run, Maya received a message from Jake. "Just finished my first set of 20 push-ups. It was hard, but I felt amazing afterward." Inspired by his message, Maya quickly replied, "That's awesome. I'm struggling a bit, but I'm not giving up. I'll keep trying." As the days went by, both Maya and Jake faced their challenges. Head-on, they shared their struggles, victories, and even setbacks. Maya celebrated every small step she took, whether it was running a few extra steps or completing a workout. Jake did the same, sharing his progress and encouraging Maya to keep going. One day, Maya felt particularly discouraged. She had tried to run a mile, but only managed half of it before she had to stop. Frustrated, she sat on a bench, feeling sad and defeated. Just then, her phone buzzed with a message from Jake. "Hey, remember, it's okay to have tough days. Just keep pushing forward. You've got this." His words lifted her spirits, reminding her that they were in this together. "Thanks, Jake. I needed that." "I'll try again tomorrow," she replied, feeling a renewed sense of hope. As the weeks passed, both of them grew stronger. Maya managed to run her mile without stopping, and she couldn't wait to share the news with Jake. On the day of their video call, she was practically bouncing with excitement. "Guess what? I did it. I ran a mile without stopping," she exclaimed as soon as they connected. "Really? That's amazing," Jake cheered, his face lighting up with joy. "I knew you could do it. And how about you? Did you reach your goal?" Maya asked, her heart racing with anticipation. Jake grinned, a hint of pride in his eyes. "I did. I did 50 push-ups in one go. It was tough, but I felt like a superhero." Maya laughed, feeling a rush of happiness. "You are a superhero. We both are." As they celebrated their achievements, Maya realized that their challenge had brought them even closer. They had faced their fears, supported each other, and proven that distance could never weaken their bond. They were two friends, united by hope, determination, and the belief that they could achieve anything together. As the month of challenges came to an end, Maya and Jake had both achieved their goals and grown closer through their shared experiences. They had laughed, cried, and celebrated victories together, proving that distance could not break their bond. Each new week had brought them joy and the excitement of reaching out to one another, but now Maya felt a twinge of longing. She wanted to see Jake in person again, to feel his presence and share those adventures they had missed. One afternoon, while sitting in her favorite spot in the park, Maya gazed at the sky, pondering how to make a reunion happen. She thought about how much they had supported each other during their challenges, and she couldn't shake the idea that they could do something special to celebrate their friendship. Suddenly, an idea sparked in her mind. What if she surprised Jake? She could plan a visit to see him. Her heart raced at the thought. It would be a big step, but it felt right. Maya quickly pulled out her phone and sent Jake a message. "Hey, how about we celebrate the end of our challenge with a real adventure? I want to come visit you." The response was almost instant, and Jake's enthusiasm spilled through the screen. "Are you serious? That would be amazing. I'd love to see you." Maya felt a rush of excitement. After days of planning and checking with her parents, she set a date for her trip. She wanted everything to be perfect. She imagined all the fun things they could do together. From visiting their favorite park to trying out new restaurants in Jake's new city, it felt like a dream coming true. Finally, the day of her visit arrived. Maya woke up early, her heart fluttering with anticipation. She packed her bag carefully, bringing along the friendship bracelet she had made for Jake. It felt like a symbol of everything they had overcome together. As she traveled to Jake's city, her mind raced with thoughts of their reunion. What would it be like to finally see him again? Would they slip back into their old routine? Or would it feel different? She couldn't wait to find out. When she arrived, Maya took a deep breath as she stepped off the bus. The city was bustling with energy, and she felt a mix of nervousness and excitement. She checked her phone for Jake's message, and he told her to meet him at a nearby park. Following the directions, she walked with a sense of purpose as she approached the park. Maya spotted Jake sitting on a bench, looking around anxiously. The moment their eyes met, everything else faded away. "Maya!" he shouted, jumping up from the bench. "Maya!" he shouted, jumping up from the bench. They ran toward each other and embraced tightly, both laughing with joy. In that moment, all the distance between them vanished. "I can't believe you're really here," Jake exclaimed, pulling back to look at her face. "Shh, you look just the same," Maya smiled, feeling a warmth spread through her. "And you look great. This place is amazing." They spent the day exploring the city, visiting the park where they used to hang out, trying delicious food from local vendors. Every moment was filled with laughter and excitement. They shared stories about their lives since they had last seen each other, reminiscing about old times while creating new memories. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of pink and orange, they found a quiet spot by the pond. Maya took a deep breath, feeling grateful for this moment. "I'm so glad we did this." "I missed you so much," she said sincerely. "I missed you too." "Maya, I wasn't sure if we could ever feel the same way again after all this time. But being with you feels right," Jake replied, looking into her eyes. Maya reached into her bag and pulled out the friendship bracelet. "I made this for you. It's a reminder that no matter where we are, we're always connected," she said, handing it to him. Jake's eyes lit up as he accepted the bracelet. "I love it. I'll wear it always," he promised, slipping it onto his wrist as they stood by the pond, surrounded by the beauty of nature and the warmth of their friendship. Maya felt a sense of hope and happiness. They had overcome so much together, and now they were stronger than ever.